So what happens when a smart, creative, and driven woman, who the world knows as being a rock, is actually stifled in her work and stuck in her life? Yes, I'm talking to you, the one who's worked really hard to get to where you are, but you're finding yourself bored, maybe even slowly spiritually dying on the inside. You're deeply knowing you're meant to do something else in this world, but you don't know what it is. Hello, and welcome to Unlock Your Crushed Creativity. I'm Elizabeth Walker. This in-depth mini course is all about how to break free from the worn-out feelings of being stifled, being unexpressed in your work, and being lost on your life path. It's meant to inspire you, move you out of this funk, and it's the first step that you need to take in order to wake up your unique abilities, your true talents. Feeling this way, stuck, bored, burned out, is just a symptom of what I call crushed creativity. It happens and is normal when successful, creative women peak at a certain level and don't know their next move. Now, if you stay in this uncertainty long enough, and you're dealing with negative bosses, employees, or even challenges in your own unfulfilling business, this dilemma starts to pull down your confidence and your mood. Then it starts to affect how you show up as a mom, as a wife, or a potential dating partner. I know you want to get your groove back, the funny, playful, creative, and happy you that you left somewhere between the chocolate and the contract you last worked on. I know this because I walk women through this stage all the time, because I've been there. Sure, today, as a speaker, coach, and international teacher, I do feel fully expressed in a thriving business. I feel honored to have helped hundreds of clients since 2010 wake up to their true talents and purpose. I love what I do, but it wasn't always this way. I also love being a television producer for almost 2 decades. I also love staying home with my 2 boys. But despite all that, this thing was always calling to me, but I didn't know what it was. Yes, I also love playing as an energy healer. But after being so successful in mainstream, there was no way I was going to show my spiritual side out there. After about 3 years of stagnant confusion, where overeating and drinking were more exciting to me than moving forward, I finally said yes, with a lot of fear, to a friend's prompting. She encouraged me to start my holistic healing practice where she worked, at a local medical center. Right as I did, the center hosted a wellness fair, and I, Miss Newbie, ended up being one of the busiest booths. I was in total shock. During my time at the center, I ended up working with nurses and doctors and really honed in on this thing, which quickly became less about being on the healing table and more about the support and guidance I provided. The first time I earned over $10,000 a month, on target to what I earned at my highest level in television decades earlier, I was floored. Today, I'm well respected, and my private practice is filled by my clients talking about me to their friends and family. Through my group programs and international retreats, smart, creative, and driven women are waking up to their dreams. They're finding a realistic way to shift their work lives so they can make money, if they want, using their unique abilities. And they're loving what they're doing. So, if you've been where I've been, here's what's really going on. Your talents, passions, and purpose are trying to be expressed. But if you don't know how to unlock this puppy, you will remain stagnant, moody, and scared to use your voice and your personal power. Are you starting to get this? So, you don't have to be super creative to be crushed creatively. I want to talk about this first, because you might be saying, yeah, Elizabeth, I'm not sure I'm so creative. And I'll say, yeah, I thought the same thing. There I was, a television producer and writer, and people in my life were saying, you're creative, you're creative. And I thought, no way. And then it was all about how well you could draw, right? Which I couldn't. Even my kids' handwriting is so better than mine right now, right? So for those of you struggling with this label, it's really about creative thinking. Sure, you might be a little crafty, but are you always chasing the next idea? Coming up with better ways to do things, strategizing to give things an artistic flair. Do you have words or images popping in your head? Are you sitting on a talent like singing or writing that you're scared to use? Do you love to cook, Garden? Doodle? Maybe make a plan. Are you right-brained, thoughtful, potentially in tune with everyone kind of person? If you have a fraction of any of this, this is all for you, so don't sweat it. Maybe you know you're this way already, and you're in a creative career or corporate job, or you own your own business, or maybe you're a mom now, and you still feel boxed in and stuck in your routine. Losing your spark and creative self can happen at many stages in your life. I've gone through it like 3 or 4 times. So what do you need to do first? You're the successful woman who has all the ideas, but you're not motivated to start, which isn't you. You're normally the one leading others. Here's what you need to do first. You need to get your energy back. You can't even figure out a job option unless you have you and your energy back. This is what I'm going to tell you how to do in this mini course. So you ready? This stuff will be so simple once you see it. Honest. Okay, your first step, really, I know what you're going to say. That's it? But just let me explain it. Okay, the first step, not the only one, but the first, move your body. Oh, I know you hate that one. I hate that one too. If I could stay in my big t-shirts and sweatpants and not exercise, I would. And I've done that and it makes me feel like crap. So here's what I've learned. Step 1 to get out of crushed creativity. Start to walk every day. Can't start yourself? Need a push? Join the gym. Take an easy exercise class. Or when you're getting lunch, stop by that yoga studio that you always see and always say to yourself, I should do that, and just do it. Maybe it's a hike once a week. Maybe it's just asking a good friend out for coffee and walking from your car to the shop, right? Move your body. And that can also mean getting a massage and add on some energy work or acupuncture. The first step is to take action and physically move yourself away from the pantry or the couch or from your worn out work chair. Now, cue the disclaimer. Please don't do this until you have consent from your doctor. I don't want you to injure yourself. But I can hear you again. But why, Elizabeth? Shouldn't I cut out sugar first to get my energy back? Well, yes, if you can. But are you kidding me? Right now is when you need it. Yes, tone it down a bit, but I normally don't suggest that until people have walked through my 5-step gifts discovery process. Then I hear you wondering, but moving my body takes more energy. Why would I do that? Let me explain this as it relates to creativity. If you're the ideas person, you're the driven, got lots of things I want to weave into my life gal, then when this stops and you put on those sweatpants or just show up at work and boredom sets in, this creative, happy flow can't start up again. Even if you will it, it just can't. I dare you, stop this video and go sit down and come up with a plan for your life. Well, maybe you could do it a little bit, but I can guarantee you're going to get frustrated and say, what's the use? The creative flow is like a water pump. It's sort of like sexuality, right? You got to prime the pump before the magic happens, which, by the way, both are second chakra issues near your navel area. So when you move your hips, you move your body, and the ideas in your head start to move, and your deepest desires will be activated again. And ways to improve your situation will just start to come in, as well as those ideas that you've yearned for. Taking that weekend trip, going out dancing, taking a cocktails and canvas class, or starting to meditate. And yes, you might even feel a little sexual. That's a bonus. Your creative spark will become active again once you move your body, and then you'll be motivated, which is what you've been looking for to start this whole process of getting out of your funk and into a more meaningful life. Right? You know what you want. You're smart. You just don't know what you're meant to do, and that's okay. That's so normal. I've got you covered there when you get through this course. I just want you to wake up first and begin to realize you can get yourself back. We need you out here. Your partner needs you. Your kids need you. The planet needs your gifts. We are all thirsty for the unique gifts that you have to offer. Okay, so remember, first, you've got to move it, move it, move it to prime the pump of inspiration. And you just thought you needed to exercise to look good. Join me on the next Unlock Your Crushed Creativity, where I'll give you an exercise in sitting. I promise, and my biggest tip in being a fearless visionary. I'll also tell you about an everyday mom I worked with who for years shut off her true talent and now takes the stage regularly. I'm Elizabeth Walker. Thanks for watching.